Alright, we are doing a quick little stream here for Steins. Probably just about an hour because I've got some stuff to do today. Hopefully next week I won't be nearly as busy and I can get back to a somewhat normal schedule. Though from here on out, Tuesdays and Thursday nights are probably going to be my regular stream time. So yeah. And probably the third stream will be like Saturday night, maybe. That day may change, but yeah. Well, anyway, let's get right into Steins Gate. As long as it opens. So is it there? There we go. Alright. Alright, need my little, there you go. My detective hat there. Yeah. Alright. Let's get right into it, shall we? So hot. I was at university all morning. As I returned to Akiba, the heat is now becoming unbearable. I grab an iced coffee at the bakery inside Yodobashi and quench my thirst. While I'm at it, I guess I'll check the @ channel on my phone. I mostly frequent the occult board, the future technology board, and sometimes the physics board. I search for threads on the mass disappearance phenomenon or Makise Kurisu's stabbing, but turn up nothing. So were those hallucinations after all? I mean, he is pretty delusional. When I peek at the occult board, I find posts under multiple threads for someone claiming to be John Titor. Titor? I don't know. Wait. John Titor is back? John Titor now. What's this mail? Oh, Lukaku, right. We don't need that right now, so we're good. John Titor appeared on American BBS 10 years ago, claiming to be a time traveler. IBN. He claimed to have traveled from the year 2036 in order to obtain an old computer, the IBM 5100. His claim started quite a storm among the BBS denizens. Titor also made several accurate, if fragmentary, predictions of future events. The start of the Iraq War, the spread of a German word, Jacob disease, for example. To prove he was from the future, he explained the principles behind his time machine, and provided pictures of its operational manual. But after about 4 months, he disappeared without ever revealing his identity. At one point, his predictions gained popularity even in Japan. Yes, he certainly did get some things right. But on the other hand, he missed several others. Some of his posts contradicted each other too. That's why, to this day, many people doubt his authenticity as a time traveler. So after 10 years of silence, that same John Titor is now on a Japanese BBS. The BBS. Trolling. Ridiculous. It's obviously a troll. First of all, John Titor is an American, yet now he's posting on the @ channel in Japan. Let's take a look at his post. Don't expect you to believe that I came from the year 2036. I see that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. Time travel technology was developed by Cero, the company that They completed the first time machine in 2034. Name anonymous. Time travel lol. John Titor lol. More details on the time machine. Do they sell time machines? How much do they cost? I've got about 100 million yen saved. Can you send me one? I feel like it'll cost more than that. Sweden has a monopoly on time machines. Not even the most powerful nations on Earth can acquire one. To say nothing of private citizens. CERN used their time machine for power. By 2036, the world had become a dystopia. There is no war, no conflict. However, there is a false peace founded by the complete eradication of liberty. What does LOL mean? He doesn't even know that. Why did you come to this time? Was the Akiba satellite crash you're doing? Oh, at least they know about it. Wait, guys. Titor-san doesn't understand at-channel lingo. Let's keep it simple, okay? If you know what I mean. Get a trip code. Okay. There's a lot of these. I came here to change my present, in other words, your future. My mission is to destroy Seren's dystopia and restore freedom to the world. There is a wonderful time. This is a wonderful time you're living in. Everyone is free, but you will lose it all in just a short 20 years. It's vitally important that you understand what the future has in store. What is its trip code? I might get one if you tell me what it is. You said only Cern has time machines. You have a time machine. That must mean you're working for Cern. Therefore, your goal can't be to destroy Cern's dystopia. You're a fraud. QED. What's a dystopia? How do you not know with all these YA novels out? YA novels, I mean. How can Cern take over the world in just 20 years? Look at the Middle East. You've been reading too much manga if you think you can get those guys to stop killing each other. Ugh, it's pretty dark. Who asked you to change the future? Are you trying to play God? If they're promising world peace, and I for one welcome our new. Oh, there we go. My time machine is a prototype reverse engineered from the stolen Surin technology. Compared to their time machine, its capabilities are quite limited. In 2036, the world is ruled by a single all-powerful governing body. They control every aspect of our lives, deciding what we will eat, where we will live, and whom we will marry. There's no privacy and no choice. Anybody who dares oppose them is eliminated. There are no trials. In movies and stuff, and small changes to the past cause huge changes to the future. You've already changed the present by coming here. What happens if you make unexpected changes to the future? Again, that's movies. Implying Sen rules the world. Do you even know what Cern is? I don't know if it's Cern. I don't know. OP is a troll. Original post. Poster. If we do find his dad and kill him, then the time machine traveler will never be born and we won't have to listen to this bullshit, am I right? Okay, let's not go Hitler with it. I want to know if you can meet your past self. Do you have self-sense? Oh my god. That's the internet for you. You're talking about the so-called grandfather paradox that has been debunked. This world line is a divergence of whatever percent that is, compared to the world line that I came from. Killing my father would alter divergence, creating a world line where my father is dead. However, it would not erase this world timeline. I would go on existing. Oh, interesting. CERN is a particle physics for research institutions, and that hasn't changed in 2036. It's possible to meet your past self. The prevailing theory in my time is that nothing would happen. I, however, haven't met my past self. If you're really a time traveler, then fucking prove it. Place time machine pics or get the fuck out. The many worlds interpretation? Whoa, slow down, bro. Research institution take over the world. Well, what? Okay. I mean, the internet's not going to believe anything he says. I do not feel the need to prove that I am what I say I am. I am only posting these messages on a whim. My mission comes first. What are world lines? Can you meet yourself in another world line? What happens if you do? They already answered that. They reply, a chip code is when you identify posters. Put a password after your name. A little backpedaling. There's so much of this. World lines are like an infinite number of rivers flowing in parallel. Along the way, there are constantly branching out into new world lines. This is called divergence. For example, whether or not you post on this message board has practically no effect on the world line's divergence. But if you were murdered, let's say, then the divergence would change. However, it's only by 0.00002%, if that. A single human being's death is not terribly significant on the global scale. Wars, disasters, acts of terrorism, and other events that would cause widespread death and destruction have a much greater effect on divergence. Thank you for telling me about trip codes. I'll make sure to use this one from now on. I'm starting to get tired, so let's pick up again tomorrow. It's been fun talking to everybody. I think I know why this guy's posting on this post, specifically because, like he said here, whether or not you post on this message board has practically no effect on the world line's divergence. If this guy's actually who he says he is. Looks like they've already made an archive of these threads. Of course, they're There have been these sites dedicated to John Tutors for years now. This post closely resembles what the original Titor wrote 10 years ago. I've read one of the books on Titor. That's how I know. There's been books about this guy. This new John Titor is clearly an imposter. There are many Titor fanatics on the channel. He's not exactly a household name in Japan, but I doubt anyone would fall for this level of trolling. As I continue to read, however, I find the response opposite of what I expected. Everyone is accepting this time traveler as if they were his first appearance. Nobody's even mentioned his appearance 10 years ago. Finding this strange, I try to post a retort, but everyone ignores me. What the hell? I'm wondering if John Titor is actually us, but from a couple different time paradoxes and are trying to, like, fix things. That's an idea. You can figure out this if you do a little research, people. There's only one original John Titor thread archived in English, and plenty of Titor blogs in Japanese. Enter John Titor's name in a search engine. 12 matches. Wait, only 12? Moreover, all 12 are about the current Titor's postings on the channel. I can't find a single trace of the Titor from 10 years ago. Oh no. Bizarre. This just can't be. I searched for the information on Titor a few years ago. Back then, I got tens of thousands of hints. This search engine filtered? I tried searching another site just to make sure, but it gave the same result. The music's coming in the background if you can hear it. What is this madness? It feels like I've stumbled onto another plane of reality. Could it be another organization conspiracy? These past 2 days I've been surrounded by nothing but chaos and confusion. I'll call Dado. He'll know about Titor for sure. After all, I've talked to him about Titor before. Titor, I don't know. I only vaguely remember the details about that conversation, but I'm positive this conversation happened. By the time I dig my phone out of my bag, I no longer feel like I'm making a call. Instead, I sent him an email on the way back to the lab. He replies with his location. By May Queen. Oh boy. He means May Queen plus Nyan squared, a maid cafe. Oh boy. Here we go. That is a regular there. Apparently 3D cat maids are his thing too. I'm not happy to go here. May Queen plus Nyan squared is a 3-minute walk from the lab. Coming from Kuramebashi Dori, take a left at Sumakoisaka crossing and you'll find it. I'm so American, I swear to God. That's where I'm headed now. It's usually busy in Akiba during summer break, but now it's even busier because of the Radicon incident. The area was blocked off yesterday, but it doesn't look like you could keep the main road closed for 2 days straight. I haven't seen a single police officer today. The Radicon building still seems off limits. The entrance shutters are closed shut and sealed with a yellow police tape. We are here now in Akibata, the day after the unexplained satellite crash. The police barricade has been lifted, and a tremendous number of people have gathered in front of the station. The satellite's origin is still under investigation. We're told that it can't be removed until the authorities have more information. According to the police, the satellite does not appear to be dangerous. However, tourists and local businesses owners have raised concern. Okay. The media has dozens of cameras set up outside of the police line, and there are nearly twice as many onlookers and reporters. Enough to fill the entire street with people. Everyone's aiming their phones and cameras at a satellite-like object. So many people. Living in Akiba, you get used to the crowds and big events, but a gathering of this size is unusual. Kinda like in New York sometimes. Wonder when they get rid of that thing. I hope it doesn't explode or something. They've been letting people back into the area, so I guess there's no danger. I mean, if it's still there, it could, like, fall at any time. Still, considering it's an unknown in origin, I'm surprised there isn't more security. Today, like always, otaku or shopping photo, dingy, import games, electronics, and whatever strikes their fancy. Aside from the scene at Radicon, it's the same as any other day. But I still don't understand what I saw yesterday. I'm half accepted that the mass disappearance was just my imagination. Maybe I've become unable to distinguish reality from fantasy, like the media likes to say about teenagers these days. That thought in my mind, I returned my gaze to the street. Oh, I've seen her in the trailer. And there in front of me stands a woman holding a phone in front of her face. No photography, no paparazzi, please. She took a picture. Her phone was clearly pointed at me. I tried to cover my face, but not quickly enough. I turned around just to make sure she wasn't pointing it at someone behind me, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Still staring at her phone. Without even glancing at me, she turns around and points her phone at some other pedestrian. Maybe she's just taking pictures of everyone at the scene, and not just me. Still, I need to have a word with her. The organization is out for me. I can't risk a photo getting out. I said that in English. She doesn't turn around. She's so engrossed in her phone and her photography that she doesn't even notice me? Or did she not catch my magnificent native level English? Is she not Japanese? Hey, you with the phone camera! Wait, please wait! Turns back, finally noticing me. And of course, her phone turns with her. Hey, no pictures! Are you with the organization? She completely ignores my objection. And then she goes back to looking at her phone. What is up with this girl? Answer my question. Are you with the organization? If she is, then I may have to take a suitable measure. If she is, then I may have to take suitable measures. What? Possible organization spy. You're not? Probably not organization spy. She hasn't even said shit. Even so, I can't let you keep that picture. The organization will stop at nothing to find my whereabouts, and they'll kill anyone who gets in their way. I need you to delete that picture immediately. Lady ignoring me. She been listening. Sorry. Wow, she finally speaks. Just a whisper, but it's something. Lady who apologized out of nowhere. If I upset you. She lowers her head slightly in a bow. Or at least, I think it's a bow. She's been looking down all this time, I can't really tell. Before you apologize, I need you to delete that photo. I was shooting the scenery. Her finger dances across her phone keys with an impressive speed. Exactly the opposite of how exactly the opposite of her annoyingly slow speech pattern. I wouldn't say annoying. The scenery? You're a tourist. Or is she one of those people who came to see the satellite? I mean, I'd say both. In that case, why did she take a picture of me? She shakes her head without looking at me. Lady ignored me and apparently sightseeing Akihabara. It's proof of where I was today. You're a strange lady. You, Moika. Strange lady apparently sightseeing Akihabara. My name. Moika. Okay. Guess she's introducing herself. That's nice, but I just wanted her to delete that photo. I have a question for you. May I? But first, the photo. There's an urban legend in Akihabara Have you heard of it? An urban legend? What is she talking about? Don't tell me there's a brilliant but insane mad scientist said to be lurking in Akihabara. And now that brilliant but insane mad scientist is the target of every assassin in the underworld. I've remained in this town for far too long. I'll need to make plans. Akihabara, you weren't such a bad town. I'm glad, though. The Phantom Retro PC. Retro PC? She replies with a nod, or something like a nod. They say there's one in Akihabara. Oh. Nothing about a mad scientist. I'm relieved, but also disappointed. At any rate, this is the first I've heard about a Phantom Retro PC. 98. A Retro PC? You mean like a 98? It's the first model that comes to mind. But are 98s really that hard to find? She shakes her head slightly, or something like a shake. No. This. She turns her phone towards me. So blurry. The screen shows an oddly shaped computer. It's hard to tell since the picture's monochrome, but it looks like some kind of PC. It's like a laptop. It looks kind of familiar. An IBM 500-100. 5100. Oh, that. IBM 5100. That's the computer John Titor tried to get. Her fingers twitch, I think. You've seen one? No. I've only heard the name. I've only been up since like 8:30, so I'm still kind of in my morning voice right now. Coincidence? No. This could be the choice of Steins Gate. Know anyone who might know? Daru probably knows more about it. MI6. He's my favorite right arm. A super hacker capable of breaking into even MI6's mainframe. The MI6 part is a slight exaggeration. If that did happen, Men in Black would break down our door and try and take us away. But the super hacker part is true. The depth of his computer knowledge is uncanny. Speaking of Daru, I'm supposed to meet him at May Queen plus Nyan Squared. I don't have any time to stand and chat with some crazy lady I don't know. Maybe she posted the stuff about John. Media scrum. Well, I'm off, lady. Media scrum in moderation. I try to make a smooth exit, one-liner and everything, but she grabs my sleeve before I can disappear into the crowd. Oh, she's getting closer. What are you doing? Your email, please. What are you after? The super hacker. Guess she wants to hear Daddy's story. It's my fault for mentioning him. Well, I'm meeting up with Daddy, so why don't I just take her along? No, wait a second. This could be a devious trap. Maybe she really is a spy sent to kidnap Daru. I'm defenseless without him. My only other ally is Mayuri, whose skills amount to costume design. I mean, she can get you a disguise. I refuse! I'll never give up Daru! I slip past her and start walking faster. I glance back. She's following me. I pick up pace, but she's still chasing me. Stop following me! Unperturbed, she shows her phone to me again. On the screen is a picture of me that she took. Oh, you still have that! You still haven't deleted it? Tell me, and I'll delete it. Hey, you dare blackmail me? Who do you work for? I attempt to glare her into submission. but her eyes are already lowered. My glare is ineffective. I mean, you're not a Pokemon, so... She hesitates for a second. Work part-time at Arkwright. What's that? An editorial company here in Akihabara. One of those companies that writes articles for magazines. This gloomy lady really fit for that kind of work. Wait, you plan on publishing my picture without permission, don't you? The mad scientist of Akiba unveiled. I can see the headlines now. This is all about the organization. This is all that the organization will need to turn Akiba into a sea of blood. No, I must avoid that gruesome outcome at all costs. I have no choice. Very well. I accept your terms. At any rate, as long as she has that photo, I have no way of knowing how it might be used. I pull up my email address and show it to her. Looking back and forth from my phone to hers, she immediately enters my info with terrifying speed. Esper. Of course. This woman's an Esper. I dub her power Shining Finger. Her magical thumb types cursed emails at 2,055 characters per minute. Whoever receives one dies. That's weird. She's done typing my address. It took all 5 seconds. Name? Hoyun Kyoma, mad scientist. How is it spelled? First Hou for Phoenix, then In, and finally Kyoma, which means a horrible truth that may never be revealed. So, Phoenix in horrible truth. Huh? Hou for Phoenix, then In, and finally Kyoma, which means horrible truth that must never be revealed. I repeat my perfect explanation. This is the first origin of my true name. Explaining the in part of Hyoin would take too long, so I left it out. Know what that means then? She enters my name with her head tilted to the side. Like this? What the hell is this? Are you mocking me? She lowers her head a little bit more, an apologetic bow, I guess. Just hand me your phone, I'll enter it. She shakes her head, clutching her phone with both hands as if to protect it from me. Like a spoiled child who can't let go of a toy, she shields it from me with all her might. I mean, we are a stranger, so... She has every right not to give it to us. What does she think I'm going to do? Her reaction is a little depressing. Anyway, she's obviously not going to hand her phone over, so I ask for her address instead. I'll send her a blank mail. She told me her name a few minutes ago, but I forgot it already, so I enter her as Shining Finger. It's Moika. Forgot what the first name was, though. What am I doing standing here in the middle of the street? Let's hurry up and send her a blank mail. I don't need to type anything. Just give her my name. I already put her finger into my contacts. Just send a blank email to Shining Finger. Oh, they're actually gonna make me do it. She frowns while looking at her phone. Then she glances my way. I can feel those eyes clearly saying hurry up. But I'm hesitant. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to give her my true name. But regardless of how long I hesitate, I don't think that she'll give me until I send her another email. She sure is persistent. Looks like I have no choice but to send the email. We exchange a few words, and then I get away from her as fast as I can. Alright. Oh, God. Here we go. That's not square, that's a question mark. I don't know if I want to say this. Here we go. Welcome back, Master. Oh my god. I open the door to the May Queen plus 9 squared maid cafe, and two familiar cat-eared girls greet me with smiles. It's okay. Wait. Is that... Oh my god, it's Mayuri. One of them is Mayuri, so she works here. But here she's called Mayushi Nanyan. Oh, that's where Mayushi comes from. Since she works here, I stop by about twice a month. I guess that would make me a regular customer. Actually, I've never been to any other maid cafe. And for good reason. Welcome back, Okarin! After bowing again, Mayuri gasped as if she had a thought of something. Hey, Okarin! Mayushi just noticed something. Welcome back, Okarin. Really go well together. Oh, I just slipped on that voice there for a second. Whatever. Ferris. Yama, it's really good that you came, yeah? I don't really have any high voices, so... The other maid who came to greet me, Ferris Nyan Nyan, her professional name, of course, hits me with her trademark combo attack of cat-like gestures. She's May Queen plus Nyan's second squared most popular maid. Even though she and Mayuri are about the same age, she looks and acts a bit younger. That's probably why. Dadunan's here too. He's been waiting, yeah? Daddy frequents this cafe because he's got a crush on Ferris. He often reads her public blog while muttering, Ferris, you're so cute, to himself. He's got it real bad. Keep telling him to choose either 2D or 3D, but he doesn't listen. I also have trouble dealing with this cat girl. She always finds a way to best me. She's getting too close. Are you holding another secret meeting to overthrow the evil organization, yeah? Yeah, something like that. Ferris wants to join too, yeah? No chance. The organization isn't threatened by a cat-eared maids. Not true, yeah? Baron has perfect secret technique to help them to help take them down. What? You finally mastered the secret technique? That secret technique? Yes, yeah. After completing my pilgrimage to the Gina Highlands and overcoming my mentor's death, I finally mastered it. What mentor? Ferris knows about my true name, Ho Yun Koma. I've also told her about the organization. And now she brings it up, and now she's more into it than I am. She's always the one to bring up the subject whenever we meet. By the way, this is the first time I've heard of this secret technique, or whatever it is. She's just, like, feeding into his fantasies. I mean, she's good at a job, okay for that. So Ferris wants to participate in the spirit conference like he promised, yeah? She's not letting go. It'll take 30 minutes if I play along with her. You're not suggesting we venture to the sanctuary? The answer is no. Although you may understand the hidden secrets, you're still too experienced. But you promised, yeah? Are you gonna betray me? My brother's waiting for me there. Since when do you have a brother? What the hell's a spirit conference anyway? Ferris looks at me with actual tears in her eyes. I falter, even though I know it's just one of her cutesy acts. Whenever I talk with her, I run out of comebacks, which is really unusual for me. And then she takes the initiative, leaving me with nothing to do but listen to her fantasies. I mean, come on, you can only take it so far. There's a very clear difference between her stories and mine. Water. As anyone can see, I speak nothing but the truth, while Ferris is only delusions and a made-up backstory. I always have to play along. That's why I feel like I can never best her. I don't quite get it, but can Mayushi go to the sanctuary too? Great, now look who's joined in. It's just like, oh, it's just going to get worse from here. I have to end this conversation now. You can't come. This discussion is over.
You're fair, Kyoma. That's right. Leaving Mayushi and Fadis-chan behind is mean.
Who is Fadis?
Fadis-chan is Fadis-chan, right? Right.
Mayuri and Ferris look at each other and smile. Is she talking about Ferris? Is that her real name? Have I been mistaken all this time? That's a disturbing thought. Where's Dadu? I can't see him in the back. I think I would, considering his size.
Well, Mayushi has a hard time saying Ferris, so I call her Fadis-chan instead.
Well, she just said Ferris, perfectly fine. Oh, so that's it.
It's like we're in a girls' school. It's not too tabby.
Okay, I don't know what that means. Okay then, moving on. Show me to the table already. How long do you want me to stand here waiting?
Sorry, Nya. Table for two. This way, Nyan. Mayushi, I'll leave it to you, Danyan. Leave it to me, Nyan.
I don't have any like voices to distinguish the two, so. If you haven't noticed, the cat-eared maids here at May Queen plus Nyan to Nan squared are required to add cat sounds and yas and yans to their words with some frequency. Which is definitely cringy. But I mean, it's probably the point. Mayuri takes my hand and leads me inside. Apparently, Mayushi Nyan Nyan is the only one who leads customers by the hand like this. It probably comes naturally to her. She doesn't even realize the effect it has on our customers. And that's why she's second to Ferris in popularity at the Maid Cafe. Harsh. She guides me to Daddy's table. The tables are about 60% full. Not bad. Among Akiba's maid cafes, Maid Queen plus Nyan Squared's popularity is solid, but not booming. Solid middle ground, I'd say. Considering what Ferris and the others are wearing, it's more like a cosplay cafe than a maid cafe. Furthermore, the cat ears and the Nanian dialect makes it less accessible to low-level otaku and first-comers. On the other hand, those same cat-like ears are a topic of heated debate among die-hard Maid Cafe fans. Maids don't have cat ears. Cat ears plus maid equals 2 times moe. Alright. These two viewpoints clash. This place is one of the older maid cafes in Akihabara, but it doesn't get as much media exposure. Maybe that's what makes it more comfortable than most. At least that's what Dadu says. He talks about this stuff so much that it's been burned into my synapses. I don't know what that is.
Dadu-kun, Okarin is here, Nyan.
You're way too late. Seriously, man? Daddy sits in front of me, but doesn't look my way. He looks upset for some reason. So what were you just talking about with Ferris? I want details. You really want to know? I don't think you'd understand it. Hell, I didn't even get most of it. Where let me go for 43. Okay, we've still got some time. About 20 minutes left. Ah, the usual. Your conversations are too much for regular taku. You guys exude an aura or something, you know? Reality marble? It's like you two have your own reality marble. You know I can't forgive you. For what?
I think Ferris-chan likes Okarin, yeah? Of all the maids and masters here, Nya, the only one who can keep up with Fadis-chan is you, Okarin.
I'm not even close to keeping up with her. I'm so jealous, you lucky bastard. Well, I have no interest in women who dress themselves in lies. I definitely wouldn't like me. Like you're one to talk. Silence, you unfaithful bastard! All your 2D wives are crying. Oh, you struck a nerve, man. Dadu theoretically grabs his chest and falls on the table. I slip from one of the glasses of water that Mayuri brought to our table.
Master, may I take your order, Nya?
Omelette rice and hot coffee, black. Oh, of course he takes it black. Of course.
Coming right up, Nyan.
After taking my order, Mayuri finds her way towards the counter as if swimming between the rows of tables. That's what I gotta do. I hope she doesn't trip. So what did you need? Dadu asked without getting up from the table. That's right. In my confrontations with Shining Finger and Catgirl, I've almost forgot my original objective. I was gonna head back to the lab in an hour. I have an urgent matter to discuss. Top secret. I lean onto the table and scan the area without moving my head. You remember John Titor? John Titor? Oh, it's Titor. Okay. John Titor? Who's that? This self-proclaimed time traveler who appeared on the internet about 10 years ago. I thought we talked about him before. Is this a new addition to your made-up backstory? It's nothing like that. Everything I say is the truth. What a pain. Well, I guess I can play along. So what's the source of this Titor guy from the future? Wait, you seriously never heard about him before? Seriously, bro, I haven't. Sure, you didn't just forget? I can't say for sure. There are even books about him. I might remember if you show me one. You really don't remember. Memories fade. We're not computers, man. I mean, yeah, it has been a long time since this Titor guy showed up. Can't believe I was calling him Titor. This is wrong. I remember talking to Dadu about John Titor back in high school. It was only an idle talk, so it was possible that Dadu forgot about it. That is quite the internet addict. But the internet lets you choose what information you want to see. There's no guarantee Dadu looked up info on John Titor. If he had, I doubt he would have forgotten so completely. Is it my memories that are mistaken, or is everyone else's? Then, what about IBN 5100? Whoa, you know about that? Cool. So you know about it. It's the model IBN released back in 1975. Right, that's what John Titor said on the ad channel. He traveled in 1975 first to obtain an IBN 5100 and then leaped to 1998. What kind of computer is it? What kind of computer is it? The stupidly expensive kind. Back when it came out, computers were so expensive that average people couldn't get their hands on them. It was full of proprietary and IBM technology, and was a pretty powerful computer for its time. Was. The 6 years later, in 1981, IBM launched a popular IBM PC series. Now that's more famous. Wiki. Anyway, it's not like I'm an expert. This is just stuff I read on a wiki. Have you heard the urban legend that there's one in Akiba? You bet I have. Just last month there was a big talk about it on the net. Free Pada. Some ad channelers heard the rumors and went searching for it. My friend Free Pada, Sister Centipede, was the main person behind that. Even though the legendary initiated the Blazenshell, I don't know how to speak German, joined the fray, but they still couldn't find it. So it was just a hoax? Who knows? There are tons of underground shops in Akiba. It wouldn't be strange if an IBN 5100 to suddenly turn up in some hole in the wall. I see. My phone suddenly starts vibrating. It stops after about 3 seconds. This... Oh, shining finger. Okabe-san, I mailed you as soon as I could. My name is Kiryu. Kiryu? Oh, it's Kiryu. Wow. Kiryu? Wow. Moika, I'm a 20-year-old freelance editor. I believe I mentioned I work part-time with the ARC rewrite. Sorry for taking your picture. It wasn't on purpose. I needed some shots of Akiba for work, and you just happened to be in one. Actually, to tell the truth, I was hoping to sneak some shots of the satellite, Lamau. By the way, the picture I took was just a test, not the final shot. That's why I was using my phone. Even if you hadn't begged me to delete it, I wouldn't have posted it, so don't worry. Anyway, I should get to the point. I'm really sorry for asking like this, Okabe-san, but it would be super great if you could ask your friend, the super hacker, about the IBN 5100. I didn't really know anything about computers, especially old computers, and I have to go on that picture I showed you. I'll attach the image. Be absolutely positively sure to reply, okay? I'll be waiting, and if you could, I'd be super happy if you could give me your super hacker friend's email address. I'll mail you again. It's okay to mail you again, right? Of course it is. Bye, Myoika. Huh. Oh, come on. With this mail. Disregarding the weird timing. Is this really the gloomy, unsociable woman I met in front of Radicon? She's like a completely different person in this email. Does she have split personalities or something? No, actually a lot of people are like that. They talk differently on the internet than they do in person. Well, I guess I got some info about the IBN 5100, so I guess I should send her a reply. But if I send an immediate reply to a woman I just met, wouldn't I come off as clingy and desperate? I mean, if we're talking about this, no, that's just being quick and reliable. I, Hyoyin Kyoma, will not be taken lightly. This is my chance to make her understand which of us is the superior human being. And above all, I have yet to ascertain if she can be trusted. She might start harassing me if I reply the wrong way. And besides, she hasn't proven she's not working for the organization. Nonetheless, it couldn't hurt to tell her what I learned from Dadu. To discourage her, of course. Ugh, that's been my worst laugh yet. Let's ignore it. This is out of kindness. Sorry for the wait, Dadu. I'm just going in and out of the Dadu voice. So there's one thing I need to know. How long have we been going for? Okay, we got a couple minutes left, but yeah. I scan the area with my eyes once more, then I lean in close. The IBN 5100 has the power to destroy the world. Right. What? It doesn't have the power to do anything, let alone destroy the damn world.
What's this, Nya? The world is gonna be destroyed, Nya?
Ferris brings my omelet rice. She's doing her cat-like gestures while keeping her tray balanced in one hand. True feline agility. Despite her nyanyani nonsense, Ferris is the consummate professional. I don't know what the word is.
Master, thanks for waiting, Nanyan. Omelet rice, Nyan.
The cat girl puts the omelet rice on the table and then takes a bottle of ketchup from her apron pocket. She used it to write the world is doomed in red letters on the omelet's blank yellow canvas. Ugh. Wow. That's one omelet.
Please enjoy your meal before the world ends.
Wow. Whoa, the world is doomed for the win! Ferris's handwriting is cute. It puts omelet It puts my helmet in danger too. Oh my god, this guy. Also, if Ferris, considering her last name has an S in it, you don't need that extra S. But yeah. Apparently it's the cuteness has shattered Daru's sanity. I give him a look that says calm down, but to no avail. This guy is really out there. I smoothed out the ketchup with the bottom of my spoon and started erasing the ketchup words. Oh, what a waste. I'm gonna eat it either way.
Darunan, have you considered participating in the Ferris Cup, nya?
Yeah, of course, I'm participating. Ferris Cup? What's that? The best I can do of eating, food. I took a mouthful of almond rice.
Next Sunday, we're hosting the rant tournament at the cafe, yeah?
Ferris starts dancing in place. I'd prefer she not jump around like that when people are eating nearby. Yeah, I just don't wanna knock their food out. Or that water there.
Ferris is the event organization.
She's a part of the organization now.
Ferris is the event organizer. It's all my idea, nya. You can participate too if you want, Kyoma. Entry fee is 1,000 yen and includes a drink. Whoever beats Ferris gets to enjoy some Ferris home cooking, yeah?
It'll never happen, Okarin. Okarin just sucks at rant.
Yeah, but it's so fun.
No, I'm fine. I stop shoveling the omelet rice into my mouth, and then I deliver a melancholy sigh. Rant Access Battlers, huh? Whenever I hear that name, I remember the former champion. Has it already been 2 years? No, it's nothing. Forget what I said.
Yeah? That sounded so serious, yeah? Who was the former champion, yeah?
He probably doesn't exist. I mean, rant didn't even have official tournaments for about until a year ago. Got dead in his tracks.
Kyoma, you still can't forgive him, can you, nya?
What?
I remember that you and the champion, my brother, were such good friends, Kyoma. You were so close it made me jealous, nya.
Damn it, she took my story and ran with it again. I never even said anything about him being her brother. Hell, I don't even know if Ferris even has siblings. I shouldn't have talked about this stuff in front of Ferris.
But it's time to let go of the past. Seize the day with your own paws.
We don't have pause. I feel like she's more delusional than Okabe sometimes. Her shout resembles her shout resounds throughout the store. Throughout the store. Her finger snaps at me.
Even though it's painful, no, because it is painful, I succeeded my brother's dying wish and perfected my skills at a rhinonetter, nya.
Ugh, that's breakfast.
You remember, nya? He always used to say, someday, let's bring peace to the world with Rhinet.
When did he do that? Ferris, bring me my coffee. Oh yeah, I hasn't gotten that yet.
Yeah?
I presented my empty plate to Ferris. I always eat quickly. It's a habit I picked up naturally during my years on the run from the organization. It's kind of like my dad. He eats very fast. Slow food. Screw the slow food trend. Ah, come on. I love the slow food trend. I always like to savor my food because I, barely get to eat anything.
Sure thing, Master. Just a moment, yeah.
Ferris takes the dish and heads back to the counter. Phew. If I had left things going as they were, I would have had to play along for another 10 minutes in her fantasy world. Ferris is one of the most skilled rhinetters I know. Dado explains with a wise smile. She's gone undefeated in over 400 official matches. Unofficial? She Rixing Gracie? I don't know who that is. Dadu ignores my perfect retort. It's so disappointing that Ferris doesn't go to official tournaments. She'd win if she did, no doubt. Why doesn't she? I'm sure it's for the customers. She probably doesn't want to inconvenience the store. Truly a model maid. Also, she's my Yuri's age, so she probably has school too. She doesn't want to inconvenience the store, yet she's holding a Ferris cup here. On the clock, too. That doesn't matter at all. I mean, it'll bring business to the place, if anything. The point is, Ferris is cute, the cuteness is justice, cute cat-eared maids are sweet, if you know what I mean, and that's all that matters, right? So in the end, you'd bat for the 2D team or the 3D team? I dare say I'm bi. Oh, wow. Oh, well, good on you for coming out. We accept you. You're an inspiration, Dadu. Clearly. I know. I'm just too awesome. Dadu usually doesn't show enthusiasm for anything. The exceptions are Moe and Ferris. I wish he were this passionate about our experiments. Oh, we got some mail. From Ferris. The final battle is close at hand, yeah. You're more perceptive than I thought. She's doing this in her emails, too? I thought it'd just be work. So now you understand what's at stake. The Red Southern Cross will soon hatch, yeah. This time has come for Ferris to journey to the sanctuary and prepare for her. I could say no more, yeah. Okay. Strange. I do want to make a save here. And we can continue from this point, and I can just come back to here maybe anytime I want to find like any of the messages and go through those stories as well. So yeah. How long have we been going for? Alright, we have hit 1 hour and 2 minutes. Well, that just means it's about time for me to go take care of some stuff. I've got an interview later today. I gotta eat lunch soon, because I've got stuff to do. But yeah, it was nice to just come on, stream for a little bit while we're here. You know, all that stuff. But yeah. Well, it's about time that we head off. So we went to the Maid Cafe, which was interesting to say the least. Yeah, it's definitely a little cringe. I'm not gonna lie, but maid cafes are kind of like that, at least in my interpretation of them. And yeah, it's not really my cup of tea. So yeah, I wish I could like get some more like different high-pitched voices, because so far Ferris and my Yuri are gonna sound the same for a solid bit, but yeah, that all comes in time. Outside of that, we're progressing really well. I'm having fun, and I'm really wondering who this John Titor guy is. We'll probably see more of him, and Moika too? Yeah, Moika, her. But yeah, until then, that'll be all. That's all, folks. Bye-bye.